wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. In case you are wondering, and you probably think I was very late, but that's not really true. I know you want to check your phone or your watches. Well, this is 1:43 at the start time. But I was under the appeal that there are some people that are going to be joining us after 2, so that we should let the Jummah extend a little bit to after 2, so that those who are coming from classes can join in, and then inshallah later today we are going to have a more interactive discussions in terms of the appropriate timing for Jummah to facilitate most of the people, inshallah. So that will be something, because one of the things you have to realize, this is an institution, and this Jummah is actually tailored to the students. Okay, so I'm an associate professor of medicine from down the hill, which will explain why I'm so waiting, because I've been working fast under the rain. But the issue is, this Jummah is actually tailored to the students. So if you are having challenges, 2 things. I'll go to the topic of Jummah, but this is really important, very, very important. Jummah is compulsory for you, for all of us as Muslims. And the fact is, under the law, you are protected in terms of your religion. So if you can also make things a little easier for yourself by avoiding classes that will clash with Jummah if you can avoid them. And if you can't avoid them, then at least let the professors that will be teaching you understand that part of the challenge that you may have, because they will be able to make some accommodations for you. So do not assume that everything is all boxed in when it comes to the issue of the religion. A lot of time, we are the ones that don't explore the opportunities that we have for us to be able to practice our religion. And I'm going to emphasize that part with a story from my life when I was in the military, in the US Army. Yes, this same US Army. And that was like 23 years ago. So when I came to the United States in June of 1996, the first thing I did was to join the US Army. Sounds crazy. But that's the truth, that's what happened. I joined the US Army 1 week after I came to the US, because I came with a green card. So the idea that we had was that the US Army was not accommodating to Muslims. In fact, when the guy was filling my paperwork and he asked me my religion, I said Islam. The guy had no clue what I meant. He had no clue. And he kept asking me, do you mean Catholic, Baptist? I said, no. I said, Islam is my religion. And he said, well, they don't have anything there. So I got into the army with no religious preference on my dog tag. No religious preference. Thank God I didn't die. Otherwise, I wouldn't know where to bury me. So it was much later I realized that in the army, what they have as religion is Muslim, not Islam. They couldn't tell the difference. If I had said, oh, my religion is Muslim, then you will find it. But because my religion is Islam, of course I know the difference between being Muslim and Islam. One is you, the other one is the religion. So, but because I said Islam, you couldn't find it in their book. So I got into the army as no religious preference. So let that sink in first. Then, in the boot camp, when it was time for Salat, by the way, I did my basic combat training in Fort Sill, in Oklahoma. So when it was time for Salat, I didn't have confidence to tell them that it's time for Salat, I need to go pray. So what I would do, I would make up my Salat any way I could, even in the bleachers. And one of those days, the train sergeant saw me and he called me down and he accused me of falling asleep because he saw me doing this way. So he thought I was sleeping. And I kept telling him I wasn't sleeping. And the more I tried to convince him, the more he thought I was lying. And he punished me. And I thought it was unfair. But as far as he was concerned, I was lying because he saw me dozing off. And he had no clue what I was doing. And I knew I was praying and I wasn't sleeping. And I still didn't understand that all I needed to do was to discuss with the chaplain office, let them understand my religion so that they can make religious accommodation for me. And that happened eventually when I now got to my AIT, which they call Advanced Individual Training, because then it became the month of Ramadan. And I had to fast. And for those of you who are aware of the military lifestyle, 0400 hours, they make you line up. Sometimes they do rigorous PT, physical training and stuff like that, which if you do physical training at 0400 hours in the month probably will pass out before 12 noon. You know, so I had to tell somebody. So I told my drill sergeant, and don't worry, I won't tell you the name of my drill sergeant. He probably will have retired by now anyway. So he told me to smuggle food into the barracks, which is not something you're supposed to do. So, and one day they were doing random checking, and somebody was smelling peanut butter. I never had ever raised my eye. It was from my locker. No way. I just kept my mouth shut. But you don't need all those processes. You don't. Because eventually, when I now faced, and I went to my first duty station in El Paso with a Jummah Medical Center, I had a NCOIC in charge. Fantastic guy. Fantastic guy. Not Muslim, but fantastic guy. After I've missed a couple of Jummah services, and I was so miserable because you are at duty station, the Muslim place where we pray is on the coast in Fort Bliss. And I was with the Woman Medical Center, which is just about 5 to 10 minutes drive away. But because I was on duty and I wasn't telling anybody I was Muslim, right? Because unlike you sisters, which I know you guys will probably feel, oh, we put on our hijab and everybody sees us. But it helps you. For me, I look like anybody else, right? So, in that case, you need additional confidence in yourself to actually say you're a Muslim. So, after I couldn't bear it, I went to my NCOIC and I told him, actually I'm a Muslim and there's a prayer we do on Friday between so time and so time. It is compulsory for us in our region. I told him, his name is Sergeant First Class Shaparo. Very fantastic guy. He probably is retired now because he was trying to retire before I left the army. And that was 20-something years ago. So he must be retired by now. If he isn't, Shaparo, if you hear me, you're a good guy. Anyway, I told him, and wallahi, the only thing he said to me was, so what are you doing here? Wallahi, that was his answer to me. What are you doing here? So all this while that I was just suffering, it was my fault because I kept my mouth shut. I should have let somebody know in terms of my religion, what my religion entails, what it requires, what should be done. That's what I should have done. And since that time, I don't keep my mouth shut when it comes to the matter of religion. I don't. If it's time for Salat, I'm going to tell you, well, I'm a Muslim and it's time for prayer. It takes only 5 minutes or it takes 10 minutes or whatever it is. But whatever will also conflict or clash with my own Salat, I try my best to avoid them if I can avoid them. And so that will be my first charge to all of you. Some of you are returning students because some of you look familiar, and some of you are probably new students. But let that be part of what you take away as you continue to mount the road to great progress and a wonderful career and future ahead of you. Never shy away from your identity. Don't. Do not shy away from your identity. So that's number one. Number two, the topic that I actually want to discuss today is in terms of making the right decisions. Making the right decisions. Why is this very important for all of us, especially at the beginning of an academic year that we are in? If you're a student, you have a particular reason why you are here. I know it is to get those alphabets behind your name, whether it is BS or MS or MD, PhD, whatever it is. Those alphabets that then cost a whole lot of dollars in student loans, right? For just 2 letters. And then you have thousands of dollars in debt. But you have to understand the first challenge we all face when you are coming to tertiary institution for the first time is something we have loved to have since we're teenagers. And that's freedom. Freedom. I mean, it makes you feel free. That's why it's called freedom. And I remember when I left high school, I couldn't wait to get to, college. I was so happy to go to college. I've been free for a long time anyway because I went to boarding house. My mom was there. And so, my dad, the very first thing he did after he recovered a little bit was to put me in boarding house. So, which was good. That's the challenges. But in terms of being able to make more decisions, that has been going on way ahead. However, in college, it's a little bit different because in high school, at least you have assignments, you have people still breathing down your neck, you have seniors that want you to do X, Y, and Z and stuff like that. But in college, there's nothing like that. So you actually feel the real freedom. For me, the first few months, I spent all those time reading comics, honestly. Even though I was a medical student, I was reading Lucky Luke, Batman, you name it, Spider-Man, you name any comic you can think of, even lady comics like GT, I read them. Classes, I still go to classes, pay attention as much as I could. And even one of the incidents I had when I was now in Gross Lab, now fully in medical school now, was when I was reading Lucky Luke when the professor of anatomy was coming by when people were making dissections. And he looked everybody at me and he turned. And I noticed everybody was just quiet. I didn't know what was going on. By the time I raised my head, I said, oh wow, reading comics in the gross anatomy lab, where you have dead bodies everywhere with cadavers. And then he told me, which is interesting, he told me history repeats itself. He didn't confess that somebody caught him before, but he said during his own years, somebody was reading comics during the same gross lab. What does that tell you? The incident I just told you took place, I believe, maybe in 1985. So that would be a good 34 years ago. So you see, and that time he was telling me history repeated itself. And he was our professor. Many things don't change in life. Many things don't change. When Iqbal said that it is rare for somebody to come up with an idea that nobody has ever thought of before, it is true. Things may go around in circles in different form, in different shape, but it's still all the same. We all face the same challenges. Yours will be more accentuated because now you have the whole world on your hand, in your cell phone, that people can do almost anything, okay, that we wouldn't even dream of. So you may have your own challenges more compounded, but there is no doubt about the fact that distraction will always be dangerous. Distraction will always be dangerous. And that's going to be the first problem we are going to face as Muslims on the campus in an higher institution of learning, where religious obedience is not part of the curriculum. And even if religious obedience is part of the curriculum, it's still up to you to follow the law, because nobody is going to implement it on you. So, my advice to you, because Khutbah is not necessarily about reading the Quran and the Hadith alone, but it is for you to understand how to survive. Distraction is dangerous. You have to be focused. And who said this to us? Allah himself in the Quran. When he said, "Ba'da'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim, bismillahir rahmanir rahim, thumma ja'alnaka 'ala shari'atin min al-amri fattabi'ha, wa la tattabi' ahwa'a alladhina la ya'lamun, innahum lan yughna 'anka min Allahi shay'an, wa inna adh-dhalimina ba'duhum awliya'u ba'd, wallahu waliyyul muttaqin." So that Allah said, verily, He has guided you to the Sharia, that is the path, okay, that is straight, so follow it. Do not follow the other paths, okay, because they will not fail in distracting you. And there will be no benefit that you are going to gain from them. So if you, and Allah then concluded that say, well, Allahu waliyyul muttaqin, Allah is the protector of those who fear Him. As leaders of tomorrow that you all are the future. I like to think of myself as being young too, so thank you, so that I can not be I'm not. So, but you are really the future. And the friends you make here in your tertiary learning, they are the friends you tend to keep. And many of you, this is probably where you miss your spouses as well. Which is something I'm sure all of you are looking forward to. Don't worry, they get better. If you're looking at the brothers, yes, they always get better. And inshallah, they have plenty of money in the future. But the sisters are laughing at the back there when I said that. Yes, alhamdulillah. I look at their faces, I can see future billionaires here. Just to make sure you remember me. Alright. So, the fact is, in the higher institution of learning, this is where you are self-made. Nobody is going to be chasing you all over the place. Nobody. There will be no money telling you to switch off your phone and go to bed. Nobody is going to tell you to bring your homework to make sure you have done it correctly. That's going to be on you. That is going to be on you. So, what then can you do to make the right decisions at all times? Number one, be in the company of those who will encourage you in the path of righteousness. Allah told us this in Surah Khutbah when He said, "Brother, will be live and shaitan with you. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu taqullaha wa kunu ma'as sadiqin." Oh, you believe, fear Allah and be in the company of those who are true in words and deeds. Be in the company of good people. Here on campus, you have so many frats, so many sororities, so many stuff going on, so many things. However, if you do not focus, if you do not say to yourself, this is the primary reason why I'm here, you are likely to get distracted. And if you are distracted and your GPA goes from 4 to 3.8, you say, well, I'm still summa cum laude. Then it goes down to 3.5, you say, well, I'm still hanging in there. Before you blink, it's now 3.2. And just a few heartbeats, it's going to be below 3. Yes, I know, you are shaking your head. But stuff do happen. And that's why, if you really want to do something great, get a GPA of 4.0, get all those scholarships, and your parents will be proud of you, not because of the 4.0 in good, but because now you get a lot of scholarship and they don't have to pay any money on you. You know? And the more you get all these awards, this 15,000 there, that 10,000 there, that full ride there, that free, all those stuff makes life easy for you. Because then you don't have a lot of loans or any loan at all to pay back. And then your GPA is so high that you even get a full ride to anything else you want to do afterwards. Okay, so there's no downside to being excellent. There's no downside to it. Okay? There's only upside to it. And when you are in an organization like the MSA, not only will you be able to strive for excellence, but you'll also have people to encourage you when the time comes for Salah. So that if you are the type that is the proverbial bookworm, when it's time for Salah and your Muslim Pro on your phone calls Adam and say, Allahu Akbar, you say, silence. You know? Because if you press silence, somebody will say, oh, Musadi, it's time for Salah. And then you pray together. So, my first task to you is, number one, be part of the NSA. Be part of it. Let that be the organization you affiliate yourself with. Number two, ensure the closest people to you are those who will encourage you in the path of righteousness. The closest people to you, let them be people who will remind you of Allah. Because everybody will go astray if Allah does not guide you. Everybody will go astray. But part of what helps you is if the next person or the closest person to you is somebody that will encourage you in the path of righteousness. This is really important. And I cannot overemphasize this. The third thing is for you to define your own goal. What do you want to achieve? There are many things that has to go concurrently when you're a student. Number one, you have to keep improving in your religion. You have to. Don't assume that you'll have more time in the future. We made the same mistake. Okay? And yeah, I won't lie to you, we did. When I got into university, I couldn't read the Quran. I couldn't. I learned how to read the Quran as a medical student. Those alif, ba, ta, tha, jim, ha, fa, I learned them as a medical student. By the time I was graduating from medical school, I had memorized 1/5 of the Quran as a medical student. That time we were saying to ourselves we were so busy. Now I realize that was the free time. Yes, and I left medical school in 1990. So that's almost 29 years ago. And I never had a bulk of time that was as good as that time. Because everything keeps rolling on. So in terms of you learning about the Quran, learning the hadith, being better in your religion, this is the time. Don't assume you are going to have more time in the future. No, you won't. You think you are going to, that when I'm done with college, that we tell ourselves, when I'm done with college, I will have free time. You forgot something called getting married. And when you get married, there are some people like to call them pests and parasites, but most of us call them children. And they roll in, like twins, triplets, And the more they roll in, the busier you are going to be because they take over your entire life. They do. Just like you took over the entire life of your parents. It's just like they didn't complain to you, right? They still love you. They kiss you. And they say, oh, why did I do this? Okay? So, it's the same thing. It never goes away. It never goes away. You love your children, but sometimes you ask yourself, we should have stopped that too. And you are number 4. Okay? So, think about it. These are all challenges. We are all human beings, and these things will always happen. So, do not assume you are going to have more time in the future. Maximize the time you have now. Maximize the time. For anything, if there's something you want to delay to do later, and you can do it now, do it now. Including going to Hajj. And for those who were here last year, I actually emphasized that a lot. Many of us will think Hajj is for people who are about to die, so that when they are close to dying, then they can go and tawaf all their sins away, and then they can die peacefully. But that's not what Allah designed Hajj for. Hajj is for you to do one pillar of Islam and be done with it, kind of, sort of. It's compulsory on you, but the earlier you do it, the younger you are when you do it, the better for you. In fact, I have a formula. I said, if I were a lady and the guy wants to marry me, I'll give you little or no problem. That's good. Because I'm a guy, I can talk that way, right? But what I will ask for is going to be, our honeymoon is going to be either Umrah or Hajj. That's it. Umrah or Hajj. That's what I'm going to ask for my dowry or for my marriage gift. So that it's something substantial in my religion. Okay? It's going to be something substantial, not a visit to Cancun or wherever else people go. Go to somewhere where you can go and it's an act of worship for you. It is something that will be beneficial for you in this life and in the hereafter with your partner. We pray to Almighty Allah to forgive us our shortcomings. We pray to Almighty Allah to guide and guide us so that we remain believers to the last beatings of our hearts. أقول قولي هذا أستغفر الله لي ولكم يا أيها الذين آمنوا توبوا إلى الله توبة نصوحا. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد كما صليت على سيدنا إبراهيم وعلى آل سيدنا إبراهيم وبارك على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد كما باركت على سيدنا إبراهيم وعلى آل سيدنا إبراهيم في العالمين إنك حميد مجيد. All praise indeed is due to Allah, and Allah is very merciful to us. A lot of time we don't see it because we don't reflect upon the favors of Allah upon us. But the more you reflect upon the favors of Allah upon you, the more you'll appreciate that Allah has truly been incredibly merciful to us. We are breathing right now, you don't even appreciate that you are breathing. And now that I told you, now you realize you are breathing. But there are so many favors like that we never think about until you have problems with them. If you have asthma, then you will appreciate the value of being able to breathe. Especially when you are having an ongoing attack. Nothing in the world will matter because you really want to breathe. But yet we breathe and we don't even care. Okay, so always think about the favors of Allah upon you. Because Allah is the one that can provide for you, is the one that can guide you, is the one that can protect you. And that brings me to my next point. And that is about making decisions. Again, that's what we are talking about. Making decisions. Always consult Allah in your affairs. Always. Because Allah knows and you don't know. Many of us wish we can know what's going to happen tomorrow. Okay? Many of us wish that, oh, I wish I can know X, Y, and Z. I mean, especially when you are registering for those courses and you are saying to that, that FSCCHM 101, am I likely to get A plus or A or B minus? Won't it be great if you can know? So that you can pick all the ones that you are going to get A, right? But you don't know the future. And so you struggle with if I do this or what the other people say or what are my strengths and so on and so forth. But Allah knows the future. And Allah surely knows what is best for you. Just like Allah, because Allah created you. And Allah knows what's coming before you and what's coming after you. What exists before you are existing and what will exist when you are gone. So, my advice to you, to myself, consult Allah in all your affairs. Consult Allah in all your affairs. In any decision you make. It doesn't have to be a major decision in terms of should I marry brother Abdullah or brother Abdurrahman. No, those are major decisions. But even major decisions like should you do this or that? Should your career path be this or that? Should you live in this place or that place? There are so many questions we always ask. If it's a question you have to second guess, should I do A or B? You can always do istikhara about it. Maybe one of these days, if you don't know what istikhara is, we can discuss it. Or maybe one of the lecturers from during the Khutbah or during one of your sessions will discuss it with you if you don't know what istikhara is. But you absolutely need to arm yourself to the teeth with istikhara. And this is a prayer you should be able to make at all times. You should memorize the dua of istikhara the way you memorize anything you think is important to you to memorize. I will have said your cell phone number, but some of you don't even know your cell phone number. I have to say, what's your cell phone number? Let me check. And then they look at it. Or text me, and then when I text you back, you will see it there. But memorize it because it is really important. Because this is a prayer you will do for the rest of your life. And you are going to need it. Okay? So consult Allah in all your affairs. And try your best to obey Allah in everything that you do. Try to obey Allah. Try to obey Allah. And I'll conclude with another incident that happened when I was still in the military. This one happened in Charlie 232 Medical Battalion in Fort Sam Houston. So I had another great sergeant. This guy was so nice that he motivates our platoon. Our platoon was called the Wolverines, right? The Wolverines. Rocks steady, rolls steady, Wolverines are always ready. That's what we say. Now, one day we came back from phase. You know, in the military, in the early phases, you don't face at all. You have no rights, nothing. They strip you of everything. It's like, you're just like, that's why they call them GIs. They say you are government issued item. You know, so you're like nobody, nothing. They tell you when to sleep, when to stand up, when to, I mean, even the teacher will tell you, if I need your opinion, I will give it to you. That's how the training was. But when it came to it, after some months or weeks in training, you get to a phase where you get passes that you can go out, you can wear civilian clothes. So that's really when they say you are phased, right? Now, there's always a rule in the barrack, and that is you don't bring food to the barrack. I mentioned that to you earlier, right? That is, you don't bring food into the barrack. One day after the weekend, like I think on Sunday afternoon, when people came back, for those of us, I was very old, kind of, in military lingo at the time I joined the military. But for many of these 17 and 18-year-old guys, this was their first opportunity to be free from home. We came back and we found trash in the entire barracks. The entire barracks, trash everywhere. You know, food, I mean, anything from the trash container, throw them on the floor. And the floors usually in the barracks, they are buffed, you mop them, you buff them, they are highly shiny. It takes time to wax them and buff them. He trashed the entire barracks, and then he arraigned all of us, and he punished us severely. Now, what he told us is something that stuck in my head since that time. And what he said was, if you are going to break the law, at least you should hide the evidence. Because every people came and they were eating pizza and all those things, and they filled the trash can with all those things they are not supposed to do. So he made us clear to us that we broke the law, even though some of us, you know, didn't do it, right? Some of us didn't do it. But everybody got punished. That brings me to my second point. And that's what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in the Quran in Surah Al-Anfal. وَاتَّقُوا فِتْنَةَ لَا تُصِيبَنَّ الَّذِينَ ظَلَمُوا مِنكُمْ خَاصَّةً وَاعْلَمُوا أَنَّ اللَّهَ شَدِيدُ الْعِقَابِ. That be fearful of that punishment, which when it comes, it will not separate out the guilty for those who are innocent. It's going to be a punishment that will negatively affect everybody. All of you represent all of us. Each and every one of you is representing the Muslim community. So whatever you do reflects on all of us. If you get 4.2 GPA and you get presidential scholarship, we will all be proud of you. We'll say, oh, I know Sister Khadija. I know Brother Abdurrahman. You know, we were in college together. You know, whatever. But if you do something also, it reflects poorly on all of us. Okay? So it is the same, all for one and one for all. You have to look after one another. You have to. You have to. There's no choice. There's no choice. وَالَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا بَعْضُهُمْ أَوْلِيَاءُ بَعْضٍ إِلَّا تَفْعَلُوهُ تَكُنْ فِتْنَةٌ فِي الْأَرْضِ وَفَسَادٌ كَبِيرٌ. That those who disbelieve, they are protectors of one another. If you believers don't do the same, that is, you look after one another. If you see a sister that is struggling in mathematics or whatever, and you can help, help. If you see a brother that needs some assistance, help. Because we are all in this together. Okay? And what Allah said in that is, if you don't do that, then you will expect there will be so many transgressions on earth. So it is really important that we look after one another. Now, going back to what my great servant did in that scenario, when he trashed the barracks, all of us were negatively affected, but he told us hide the evidence. When it comes to all of us, you cannot hide any evidence from Allah. You cannot hide any evidence from Allah. So, which means, yes, now we feel free, and nobody is going to be telling you what to do. Since you are an undergrad, or you are a postgrad, or you are finishing your PhD, or you have finished your PhD at your faculty, nobody is going to police you around. But remember, Allah ever watches over you. Allah sees everything that you do. And you are going to account. You are the only one that will be making your own accounts before Allah. And so never lose cognizance of the fact that Allah is ever watchful over you. Yes, you are in another institution and you are free. But remember, Allah will call you to account. وَلَا تَقْفُ مَا لَيْسَ لَكَ بِهِ عِلْمٌ إِنَّ السَّمْعَ وَالْبَصَرَ وَالْفُؤَادَ كُلُّ أُولَٰئِكَ كَانَ عَنْهُ مَسْئُولًا. Every act, do not pursue that which you have no knowledge of it. Don't pursue it. Be selective in those you interact with. Be selective in organization you interact with. In people that you hang around with. It's very selective that there are people who are going to only bring positive things to your life. Because every act of sin, of sight, or thinking, everything will be inquired into on the day of judgment. We pray to Almighty Allah to make our task easy for us. We pray to Almighty Allah to shower His blessings upon us. We pray to Almighty Allah to forgive us our shortcomings and assist us in all our endeavors. And let us be successful in this world and in the hereafter. رَبَّنَا آتِنَا فِي الدُّنْيَا حَسَنَةً وَفِي الْآخِرَةِ حَسَنَةً وَقِنَا عَذَابَ النَّارِ وَأَقِمِ الصَّلَاةَ. So I was told to actually try and get the Jummah for 12:15. So that's what I was tracking for. So this 2:15 now, inshallah.